everybody, and welcome to tonight's get together. Or this is a discovery call we're having on our. We're going to be calling this a master class on how to get your products paid for and then some. So this is super exciting. We are thrilled to be here offering this for our community. We had sent out a survey, came from Kim, and everybody should have had a chance to see it and or hopefully respond to it. We've had amazing feedback, and we thank you all for sending it back in. One of the biggest things that stood out for us is that people are interested in learning on how to get their products paid for. So because we are take action kind of girls, we didn't want to just sit around and just wait for things to happen. We decided we're just going to put this in place and go ahead and teach this because there's no better time like the present. And there's like incredible energy happening now. There's things happening out in the world that are like kind of crazy and lots of things actually. But we are staying positive, and by this is part of our mission to help uplift people and to help raise us all up together. So that being said, I would like to give some major credit to our tribe here. This is always a collaborative effort. Our brains, we all work together, we put things together, and we have some amazing support group here. So everything that is happening here today is all by joint team effort. I just have to say that right now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit my screen share. Okay, everybody can see this? You can thumbs up, yes? Okay, cool. So we're calling this #Hustle Month Masterclass, or how to get your products paid for and then some. So very exciting time for us. We're super happy to have you here. We love seeing your faces. We always thank you for showing up and investing in yourself and your own, in yourself. This is really an investment in you, and you're here for that. So we know what your days are like. They're long. There's a lot of computer time already, and this is just one extra time. But we do really, really love being together, even if it's on Zoom. Our community means so much to us. So thank you for being here. So what is this #Hustle Month all about? Like, what does that mean? Like, it probably means nothing to you, but we're going to tell you what it really breaks down to. So for those of you who may have received your monthly order and or been like listening to different things happening, this right here is actually a copy of the May that comes in every product order that you receive. Every month there's something different. But on this front page of the May one, if you haven't thrown it away, grab it and take a peek. What it is showing is there is actually some bonus activities that are happening for the company. And us tonight, we are here to show you how you can, number one, always we're going to go back to getting your products paid for. This is something that is actually going to help with getting your products paid for, and it's a simple program that has just been launched in April, and so it hasn't been going, but there's a lot of people or girls in our community here are going for one of these goals that actually ends June 30th. So we're hustling around the people who are looking to meet this goal, because it's going to not only help them get their products paid for, but bless their families, bless a lot of people. So because as we know, money in the hands of good people can do really great things on every way. And we're talking like paying a bill, paying a mortgage, donating to somebody in a need, a special cause that you have. So let me go ahead and fast forward it, because this is very tiny, I know. So as you can see, it's 4 levels here. So when you come into Young Living, basically this is just the layout and the structure. And what I really want you to pay attention to is at the bottom, you see these dollar amounts, 50, 250, 500, and 1500. So this right here is available to anybody in the company, whether they know it or not, but we're just wanting to let you know this is here. There's some time frame, so you can earn up to $2,300 on top of a regular Young Living thank you check. And because this is embedded in our company's culture, that Young Living gives back. It gives back to us. It gives back to Pay It Forward. That this is what we're going to be talking about as part of our program. Okay, so it's important. It's called the Silver Bound bonus, by the way. forget something, you guys chime in, please. I could do stuff easily.
Real quick. Okay, I just want to add one thing. So for anyone who isn't sure where they fit in that, just ask the person who invited you. We'll help you find the tracker in your, Young Living login, and we'll make sure you know exactly what you can be achieving. And obviously, this is all about how to get it. So.
Yeah, and the really cool, thank you, Jennifer, by the way. And another incredible thing is, let's just say, as you're going along in this pay it forward kind of activity that we're doing, this masterclass on getting your products paid for, you may enroll or help a friend or family member join Young Living get their own products. When that happens, these new people who are just coming in, they are brand new, and they're going to be eligible to get any of these right off the bat. So we teach people how, when they come in, one of our things is to just immediately say, look, you got your starter kit, and I'm just going to show you that how you can get your product paid for. It's just, they don't have to. It's really, truly, it's an optional thing. But for us to not tell them that they have an option to do that, I find that it's we got to let them know everything. So this is what you're going to get coming up. So this is going to be a buildable program, 4 weeks, and each week they will be recorded. However, there will be surprises for people who do hop on live, and there's nothing that will take the place of in-person energy. And in-person, I mean over the phone, because over the Zoom, because we have a connection here, and we will have some interaction as well. So each week we're going to be giving you guys educational content for the lesson, suggested oils and affirmations to kind of go with the lesson plan of the week that you're going to use throughout the week to keep you excited, motivated, and grounded in this program, if it's something that you choose to want to do, if you want to get your products paid for. And then lastly, we're going to have some homework to give to you so that you can take action right away versus just taking in the information in and not doing it. Because when we take the steps, that leads us to that forward motion, that forward progress, and it just kind of solidifies what we have learned. Okay, so logistics for the class. You guys can see this, right? My little screen. There we go. I'm gonna move this out of the way.
All good.
Good. Okay. So each week is going to build on the previous week. So we're going to start basic and then move forward. So even if you think you've been around for a long time, you're still going to learn something. It's not like it's going to be so basic that you'll be super bored, but it is important. And then when we come on and we invite people to join us, it's always say #more fun with friends, right? So all 4 sessions, highly encouraged, starting June the 8th, which is next Monday. Then it'll go to the 15th, 22nd, and 29th. Each week we're going to have a raffle for those who are showing up in person. We always want to reward our ladies who show up, and guys. We're hoping to have some dudes in here too. And this is all going to be the participation. It's going to build. So as we get through the program, as we end up, we're gonna see who's still hanging with us and who's interested in maybe taking it to a next step. Maybe some more individualized, custom mentoring groups where we will get together and learn things at kind of next level. So basics, nothing crazy, just everybody. We're just going to be breaking it down. So this is going to be for everybody. All right. So next thing, what can you expect to learn when you come to our masterclass? All right. So week 1, we're going to be talking about paying it forward. So think about when you came into Young Living, somebody blessed you. Somebody actually took time out to say, you know what, I think you need this in your life. How would you feel if nobody had done that to you? I can't even imagine if Kim hadn't shared Young Living with me. So my life is in a huge, I owe her so much. And because of that, I am paying this forward to anybody who is looking for answers, seeking how to self-care, how to change their health, their mental well-being, their, all of that good stuff. So we're going to break it down from how to enroll your first person if you haven't, or help your members enroll their first people. And then it'll take us from there to how to get your thank you check, your first thank you check. Some people, believe it or not, don't even know there is a thank you check referral opportunity within Young Living. So we're going to break it down in a non-salesy, one weird way so that it's just, this is what we do. So we like to do it that way. Very, very normal. All right, week 2, it's going to be plug and play. So our team has been very hard at work collaborating to bring together resources that we use and that we want our members to be able to use, so you can say, oh, I want to learn about this. Okay, here's where you go, or here's the group you go into. Something that is just like a system, because we find that over our time in Young Living that, you know, if we didn't have a place to go, you can just kind of like flail around and get frustrated and confused at times. And so we're all about, we've been pulling together to bring all of these resources to our team so that we can have it. We have like a cohesive unit, and this is just what we do. Granted, it's always a work in progress, and we're making adjustments and trying to course correct to the better, always to the better. So if there's anything you guys need or want and you don't see it, or like you're wondering, we're always adding in new things. So it's always going to be that way. So that's the beauty of this. We do this together. And so we're going to teach where to plug people in, the resources we have, and how to teach your own class if that's something you want. And if it's not, we're going to show you how to use your resources, like your upline, your members, your support team, how they can help you do this. Okay, next is show me the money, week 3. This is going to be a fun one. So we're going to be talking about commission structure and how you can get paid within Young Living. There's multiple ways you can get a commission check, a thank you check, the available bonuses, the perks, and the prizes you can earn. I don't know if you guys know, but sometimes Young Living gives away trips. Every month they're giving away programs like the double up and the level up program. We will be talking about this more. So like if you like to get free stuff, like giving away prizes, this is the company. We have it's going on all the time. So we'll be talking more about that. And then we're going to show week 4 is going to be grow your community. And this is basically more along the lines of how to be your authentic self to attract people toward you. We all have our own special message. We all have something within us that people are looking for. And just like there are 6 million Young Living distributors out in the world, but it's not that like you're just going to go and just find one. You want to be with a person who you resonate with, who you vibe with. Like someone might come to me because I don't know why, but like they will come to me for one reason. They may go to Ken for another reason, but it's all about a relationship and connection with people. So it's truly about naturally, organically creating your own vibe so that you attract your tribe, right? So that's week 4, pretty exciting. And then this is the bonus session. So this is kind of, we're still working out some of the details on this end, but if you make it through week 4 and you're still in and you still want to go more, this is where we're going to have some get down, get gritty and dirty into the root of things, where we will provide some extra tools and extra resources that will allow you to continue to earn more income, whether it be just getting those products paid for, just covering that 100 PV or whatever, or if you want to say, hey, no, I want to really cover like a car payment, and I want to like maybe help my husband not have to work so many hours, or I might want to quit for my full-time job, or all these things. So we have some incredible resources, and we will be sharing those for those who want to continue to go down to this 5. All right. So that was a lot of information. And before we go into the questions, I'm gonna stop my screen share so I can see your faces. Hey, everybody. So I kind of wanted to we're gonna open it up for Q's and A's, and I was talking like super fast, so I hope I didn't go past too many things. But I'm just gonna tell you, we talked about the oils because this is a 4-week program. We are going to be working with 4 specific business-related oils, and these are ones that I actually use for myself personally. Oh, week 1, Yasmin, that was called Pay It Forward, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Good question. Thank you. So here are the 4 blends that I use in my business and to help with my own mindset, to help with feelings of courage and strength, and these work very, very well. I will show them to you. I'm going to list them. You can take a note, and someone will put them in the chat group. Jennifer, if you will do that, please. And if you don't have, so this is going to give you a little bit of lead time. If you want to place these on your essential rewards order or do a quick order, you can do that. And if you don't have them, I'm going to give you an alternative. These are the ones, and I'm not going to tell you the order right now because I'm not really sure. I got to work that detail out. So the first one that I use is called Surrender. So Surrender is excellent blend for letting go of anything that might be holding us back. So I find that a lot of times we need to surrender what is supposed to, like where we are, like what's our purpose? Why are we here? How can we serve? Many days you'll get up and be like, I don't know what to do. And so we have to surrender to let that happen. Number two, I find that you need to gather the tools. Gathering, this is a great blend for helping us to ground, calm down, just to help us kind of keep in, like ground like a tree. So just like stay on this earth and to be focused on the tasks at hand. And so for many of us, we have multiple hats, we have multiple tasks going on, and a lot of times you can find you can be I don't know the word, like scattered, right? So scattered, you just feel like flighty and you just like got a little bit of, for me, I squirrel brain, I'm everywhere. I need to ground, and gathering allows me to really pull it all in. The energy just comes together, and I'm able to gather the resources that I need, gather the people to me to help me do my work, and gather those who need living. And these oils have very high frequencies, and they're plant magic, like put on this planet by God. So like I'm telling you, there's something special, but you guys know that. You wouldn't be here if you didn't know that, right? Okay. So the next one we have to work with is going to be motivation. Because there will be a time where we're gonna be asking you to do some of these tasks and homework, and you might be like may have a little fear come up. You might have something that you're really not wanting to do. We might ask you. It might be like picking up a phone. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be some good stuff to work with. Sometimes you need some motivation. And being in quarantine, I will tell you that I have lost some serious motivation just because of being in the home all the time and just kids everywhere and laundry everywhere. And I just, you can all use a little motivation. My husband actually, I had to go swipe this off of his little desk in his office because he's been using it to keep himself on track and focused with his job. So I'm like, dude, that's mine. So I'm going to get him his own for Father's Day. So fourth one, envision. So a plan without a dream, it's just a plan, right? So we're dreaming with this. We are thinking forward. We're putting out some ideas, and want to be able to envision what can be. So at minimum, we're envisioning getting our products paid for, right? But I believe there's going to be, and then some more. So envision. If you do not have these oils, and or if you're not able to get them at this time, we are going to have you guys work with our favorite, Tierney's favorite, frankincense. So frankincense is the king of all oils, right? He's the big guy. He's got an ability to help us connect with our higher source, our higher power, our inner self. Frankincense all day long. So it came in our starter kits. Probably you have frankincense already. That's why I was figuring this would be a great one. And I know some people don't even know what to do with frankincense, but for purposes of business, it's a great one to cultivate, like opening up oxygenating the brain and helping us with goals and dreams. So those are the oils we're going to use. That being said, that's a lot of talking. I am going to see what we got here. So basically, I think what is time is 8:22. We jammed through it, and I bet you guys have some questions. So I'm going to open it up, and if you have a question, either you can raise your hand and you can speak out, or you can type in the chat group if you're not feeling like opening up the line. Any question, there is no bad question. It can be anything about business, anything about, don't talk about oils because we know about oils, but like this is just like pertaining to how you can get your products paid for. And there's no questions off limit.
And Heather, did you mention about that at the end at 8:30, we're going to do a raffle? And raffle off a resource?
So yes, stay to the end, if you will, after the Q's and A's, because you're always going to learn. But Kim is going to be doing the spinner wheel for those of you who stay to the end. And so we're going to give away a prize. Okay. So guys, please don't be quiet on me now. All right.
Hi, Heather. This is Ipshita.
Hi.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
You just talked about surrender. And I know there's another oil called Release in the Emotional Freedom. Is there a difference? Would you use one versus the other at certain times? How does it work?
So surrender and release, great question. So I'm going to go grab my desk reference to open it up. There are different constituents. If somebody has their hands on a desk reference handy, we can like see what they're suggesting. If you just have one and you're just wanting to use that one, do that. Release would probably be a great one too. If you were drawn to it and you have it already, go for it. Okay. Let's see here. Anybody get to release or surrender first? Shout it out. Okay, I found release. So release is to help release anger and memory trauma from the liver in order to create emotional well-being. It helps open the subconscious mind through the pineal stimulation to release deep-seated trauma. It's one of the most powerful of the emotional supporting blends, and it has ylang ylang, olive oil, lavender, geranium, sandalwood, and blue candle. So that's release.
I can tell you about surrender. This essential oil provides aromas to help cast off inhibitions that may be controlling your life or limiting your potential. The therapeutic effects are emotional release and emotional balance. Let's see, can be used aromatically, topically, and inhaled. And it has lavender, lemon, Northern Lights black spruce, Roman chamomile, angelica, mountain savory, and matricky carrier. That's a tricky one for me to say. Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, they're like two totally different.
They really, really are. I will say that release is kind of a sweeter smell, and the surrenders, I guess, I get more like conifer, like rounding.
Yeah, the Northern Lights black spruce, I think, in it does that.
Because the names are similar, so I was wondering, like, what's the difference? When should we use what? Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, Gary came up with some really great blends. Like they are all really for a reason. He just designed these for life. So, all right, more business questions, or not even business, like any questions.
Hello, this is Catherine.
Hi.
Hi. Just curious, how long will the sessions be? Are they a half hour or an hour?
Great question. We probably will have them at 1 hour tops.
Okay.
We respect everyone's time, and they'll start at 8 o'clock. But I have a feeling that that's the goal. And if I have my way, we'll be like 45 minutes with 15 for Q&A.
Perfect. Thank you.
Good questions. You guys are so shy.
How about, can I ask a question? Who's interested? Who thinks this is something that they want to hop on and do? Something that they're interested in?
And just type yes in the chat if you don't want to speak out loud too, guys.
Oh, there's a thumbs up from Jessica.
Yeah. Yeah, you can give us a thumbs up from the
thumbs up.
Yeah, there's a reaction button on the bottom of your screen.
There's a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So
All right. Stephanie B, Felicia, Jasmine. Will we be okay, a question from August Mastardo. Will we be discussing social media? You mean, can you just maybe clarify that a little bit? Are you talking about how to promote on social media? Riva says she would like to try. Excellent. Hi, Riva.
Yeah, so if I take that as what you just said, Kim, Heather and I, well, all of us, as we were going through trying to figure out what would be the basics, I think we can very gently touch on that topic, but that could be a whole master class in itself. So we'll try to touch on it in terms of the growing, which one was it? Grow your
Personal brand.
community. Yeah, because that's all about, developing yourself and growing yourself as a brand, so to speak, and putting that what you're comfortable sharing on social media can be a really big part of that. It can be very beneficial depending on where your comfort level is in terms of sharing that kind of content. But I think it's important to share at least the do's and don'ts maybe of social media. So that's the other thing. If you guys have certain topics that you want to learn about, do tell them, list them out here, because we can always adjust the content to be, a little more customized for what you all want. So I think that would be valid then to add in.
Mm-hmm.
I
Great
do too.
question. Thank you.
That's a great question. I will say that for as many people there are in this chat room with us, there's as many ways to share Young Living from a heart-centered place. I am a self-proclaimed introvert, even though you're gonna I don't even believe me, but I promise you I am. And so doing things in a way that's just it's got to be in your way. You've got to feel good about it. It's So it doesn't have to be the same. It's just we're just going to give you different ways to do it. So what does another?
There's a few more questions that we missed above more. So Angelica's asking the oils that you mentioned, we're going to need them over the next few weeks. Do you want to just talk about that more, what you meant about having those oils?
Right. Okay. Yes. Great question. So these oils are ones that we're suggesting that would be good to work through. Because a lot of things, with sharing and living, what does that mean? There's some misconceptions. Like you think, oh, I'm selling something. Well, it doesn't. Yes, there are products that are being sold, but we're really teaching people it's relationship. It's a lot of talking to people, finding out what their needs are, and then presenting information. This is something that I do. I want to try this. But there is a lot that goes. So these oils that we are choosing help with mindset, a lot of mindset. And if you don't have them, and like I said, you're not ready or not in a place where you can get these particular oils, please do not worry. This program is still going to be just as great. We're gonna as we kick off each week, we'll just do a quick, I call it an oil anointing, and basically that's rubbing an oil on you. Anointing just is a pretty way to say it. So then, we put our oils wherever we want. Like when we hopped on the call this morning, I said, everybody grab your oils. So, I saw people rubbing it on their necks, their foreheads, their fingers, just breathing it out of the bottle, top of the head, bottom of the feet, all these places. So that is what we're going to do. And then with an affirmation is almost like a statement. So you can say, I am enough, or it could be as simple as I have wonderful qualities and things that people want to know. It's going to be a statement, like a positive present statement. So you're going to be able to say it every day with your oil, just to kind of uplift you and help to. It's not just going to be about this. It'll help you in other ways in your life. That's the beauty of this. This kind of translates over into all areas of life. One of the greatest thing about this Young Living journey that we're on is there's a lot of personal development that happens with it, and it just kind of that's probably the best part about this is the personal development and the great friendships that are made and connections and relationships.
Absolutely. And I think we will be doing something with the social media, because we have multiple people on here that are definitely interested in that piece. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and there was another question too about Greg asked about promotional information and posts, like where we can go to get professional looking pictures and flyers. So maybe we can touch on all those in the resources. So there's Oil Revolutions Designs, there's Grow Workspace, there's all the different resources that you can use to then share those out, so we're not constantly online becoming graphic designers, because that's
Exactly. There's so many, there's so many resources to help people who are not, savvy in that area. So we will definitely touch on that. Can you make a DIY roller bottle with all those oils?
Like just make one with a drop of everything and just roll it on every night, or every day. So my personal philosophy is that I don't like to blend blends because I feel like they are perfectly perfect by by Gary. He was a scientist and he put them. There's a multitude of blends, and I just don't know what happens when you mix a blend of this and a blend of this and a blend of this. Like, what does it turn into? I don't know. So that is me. I will blend single notes together, but I typically don't like to blend blends. That's my answer. But if you've had a rollerball of each, that's just me. So good question.
And Gary Young taught us that if you layer oils separately, one at a time, it's much more effective for us and what we're trying to achieve.
And it's just that just know that when you are using the blends and blending them together, like Dominique even said, joy and stress away together are awesome. I totally agree. It just becomes something different. It becomes a synergy that's different than what the original, oil is. So again, we always talk about, if you want to enhance a blend that you have, pick one of the single notes that are in it and add more to it. But really it is preference, your choice, really.
Question.
All right. What do you think? If we don't have any more questions, I think we could. So Heather, how are you having people, let us know, besides the, in here, are people, going to give us a, like a hint that they're hopping in, or are we just going to,
So I think what we should do, I didn't come up with like a form or anything for you to sign up on. However,
because we'll want to make sure that we're sending, some reminders and stuff to the group. Like we want to get a commitment for, who thinks they're going to be.
We absolutely do. I might need to take a screenshot of this whole, everybody here to know who was on the thing.
I've got it. I've got everybody's name.
Okay, Kim knows who's here. So what we may do is we may either send out, like, whether it be an email or a group thread to let everybody know that this is what we're doing, just as a reminder, like for those of you who are here who want in. So, if you sat on this discovery call and you're like, yeah, no, I'm good, then that's okay. Just, either let us know, like, I'm good for now, or, but if we're going to assume kind of like you guys are here because you want to move forward. And the great news is there's going to be other people who may have missed tonight but want to hop in too, and we fully welcome them. So just make sure that they are either plugged into you to plug into one of us so that we know who to be expecting. So
absolutely.
Yeah, and we'll be doing it same format, same Zoom room, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I think we're definitely, we've got a nice group here.
We do. This is awesome.
Yeah, yes. So
email sounds great, Stephanie said.
All right. So without further ado.
All right. Cameron, you want to screen share or do you do it on your phone?
Well, because it was, I didn't want to go, I ended up doing it on my phone.
That's okay.
All right. So I have everybody's name in here that was on the call. How many times should I shuffle it? Somebody just type a number in the chat. I'll shuffle the names up. 7. All right. Here we go. Whoops. Nope. Not 7. It's spinning. Sorry. All right. Hold on. Okay. Ready? Let's see. Can you see that? Ipshita. Is she still on?
What?
There she is.
Oh my, what did I win?
All right. You won the resource book. We have a Fearless Confidence with Essential Oils, is how to incorporate your essential oils into your everyday life and to begin sharing them. I think that is absolutely perfect and meant for you.
Actually, it's true. I would need that.
Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
This
All
is
right.
excellent.
All
All right, everybody. So I'm going to stop the recording now. I should have done that already, but I'm going to stop recording.